So I'm Andre Wilson.
I'm Mikaela Wilson. And yeah, we had our wedding here at Botanic and our reception at Ritz-Carlton.
Yeah, it was
on
everything.
June 13th.
June 13th, and everything we could have hoped for.
I selected Latasha Baldwin with Little Details LLC because I researched a few different wedding planners, and she was actually the first one to respond. I think she responded to my email within about 5 minutes and set up an interview on the phone, and I talked to her and I loved her, and she seemed very knowledgeable and very professional and very sweet, and so that was it.
And I just went along with what she said. What I like most about her is definitely her professionalism. Any emails we sent her, she would respond back within, it was beyond before 24 hours. It was really, really fast, especially with calls as well. Very detail-oriented, very organized.
She always made sure we were thinking about little details that we would never think about without her. She always went above and beyond. She just made sure everything was covered, that we weren't missing anything in the planning process. She was just
she was involved from the beginning, which was really helpful. From meeting with the area where we had the reception, giving suggestions, and they were true suggestions. It wasn't, this is what I think you should do. It was, think about this, and if you don't like it, then, it's your wedding, do what you want, but just something to think about, which was very helpful. Some things we would never think about on our own.
Yeah, and she actually went to both Botanic and Ritz before we did and scoped out everything and let us know if she had any concerns or any questions, and she was just awesome.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to have to worry about where people were the day of, like when people lined up, any of that. So I knew that, and she just ended up being way more than that.
Yeah, the whole key for the actual wedding day, because Mikaela's excellent at planning, but it's the whole key as far as on the actual day, really having no worries, knowing someone's there and taking care of all, like no pun intended, all the little details. So even during the wedding day, when we were asking her, what about this, what about that, she would calm us down and say, don't worry, I got it. So we really didn't have to worry about anything on the actual day. And you really can't put a price on that.
No.
We both have already recommended her to a couple of our friends because her service was just above and beyond. It's one thing to acquire some services and know what you're getting, but Latasha went far above and beyond all expectations we had of her. So just that's what makes me excited to recommend her, because I know folks will just think a planner, but for Latasha, for what she did to go above and beyond what we expected, that just made the day even better. And the fact that she made the process so enjoyable. That's why I would recommend, because everyone has a preconceived notion of, oh, it's stress, I don't know if I'm ready. Get Latasha and you have nothing to worry about.
You hear a lot of brides say they were stressed the entire time of the wedding, and I don't think I was stressed ever. And I think it's because I had Latasha. I had a peace of mind that things were okay. And the day of, it was just amazing because we knew we could just enjoy it.
Yeah, if you're getting Latasha, you're really getting peace of mind. So anytime she saw we may have been a little worried or stressed, she stepped in and said, calm down, it'll be okay, I've got everything.
And even for like the rehearsal and setting up for the wedding, my family and his family were just like, wow.
They were blown away.
She's good.
How she directed the whole, even the rehearsal,
Yeah.
Letting everyone know, giving people tips and tricks, and just directing traffic. Everyone was blown away, and they've only seen her for one day. So
yeah.
That lets you know how good
and
she
even
is.
the morning before, she made sure we didn't want to see each other, and she made sure she had her little headset, and she'd call him and tell him to go somewhere, and I was coming. And
so little details like that, as well as little details. You wouldn't think of making sure the groom's out of the way, so there's no chance I get a glimpse of the bride before the wedding. So she would think of that and make sure I was far out the way, so there's no chance. So the wedding was just fun.
Yeah. After the reception, she made sure that my mom was taking all the gifts. She made sure all the gifts were all together. She helped my mom with that. Like just little stuff like that. Nobody had to worry about.
And we didn't really get a chance to eat everything. She went above and beyond and talked to the vendor and had them send plates of food up to our room for after the reception, so we would have something to eat. So literally,
she thought of everything.
Really had nothing to worry about. I'm grateful to her for letting our day be enjoyable, that we can actually enjoy it truly. I thank her every time I talk to her.
Yeah. And I agree. I just thank her so much. She was truly just a godsend for our wedding. It turned out perfect.
Yeah.
Latasha, thank you so much for everything you did. You were the sweetest person to work with. You were the most professional. You took care of everything. We just loved working with you. We enjoyed working with you. You made the process fun. You made the wedding fun. And we just can't even explain how much you helped and were a part of making our day amazing.
Yeah, there's no words for how grateful we are. And you'll know that just by all of my friends getting married, your name's the first one to come up. So thank you again.
Yes.